Okay, so thank you so much. I'm Tetsushi Nonaka from Kobe University. I'm a psychologist who studies the development of embodied skills from the perspective of what is called an ecological approach. And I assume that many of you are roboticists, and it's a real pleasure for me to be able to talk to you. And I would like to take this opportunity to highlight one problem that I think we psychologists and roboticists have in common. That is the problem of the reciprocity of actor and the environment. And I would like to start with the case of a Japanese calligrapher, Fumiyuki Makino, who was a C4 tetraplegic, but became a master of calligraphy using his mouth. So where does such a pattern of writing behavior actually come from? Casually, we assume that writing behavior comes from the control of the hand or the body. But when I studied his case, I found that not only different parts of the body was employed to achieve the same goal of writing, but the coordination of his movement varied in such a way to stabilize certain invariant relations between the brush and the paper, which suggested that the control of his action was a process of participation in the behavior of a larger system, including the environment. And American psychologist James Gibson once addressed this point nicely as follows: locomotion and manipulation are neither triggered nor commanded, but controlled. And control lies in the animal environment system. Behavior is regular without being regulated. The question is how this can be. And this is the key question that I would like to address today. And among many issues concerning reciprocity of actor and environment, I would like to address the following issues. First, flexibility of action-environment coupling, then exploration of rich structure of the environment, and finally, the ambient medium that affords active exploration. So first, flexibility. Masato Sasaki from University of Tokyo made a series of observations which looked into how a Japanese beetle rights itself when it is turned upside down on the floor, and various objects were made available in the environment. So when a leaf was given, it was deformed and held by its legs and swung side to side, taking advantage of the round shape of the back, which can roll over. And when it was placed on the surface with gaps, it easily righted itself by catching the gap with the claw. And when a chopstick was given, the insect went to the end of the chopstick and released its forelimbs and twisted its body to land on the ground. So remarkable thing is that the insect changed its behavior very flexibly in such a way to form a self-righting system with whatever is available in the environment, including things that they probably never encountered in their evolutionary history. So what is the principle that makes it possible for an agent to modulate its behavior, taking advantage of different opportunities available in the environment to still achieve the same goal? What is needed to design a robot that can generate behavior that is open-ended enough to produce variation that fits into the changing environment on the fly? And with this question, I would like to move on to the next issue, that is the exploration that fits, that tunes into different scales of structure in the environment. So this is an example of sea angel, which is a planktonic predator with undeveloped vision living in the ocean. Normally it's floating up and down calmly in the ocean, but when the prey is around, it suddenly exhibits a small-scale fluctuation of swimming trajectory embedded in the larger locomotor patterns, in such a way for the trajectory to become more space-filling, and the fractal dimension almost doubled when the animal is in search of prey. So this animal modulates the multi-scale structure of extraterritorial movement in such a way to tune into the demand of the task that requires rapid coverage of the nearby environment. And we found somewhat similar tuning of extraterritorial movement in human braille reading. We did a longitudinal study that followed blind children who were learning braille and looked into the scanning movement, which was like this.
一つは
So this is a child who has just started reading Braille 1 year ago.
を出す。
And next one is the
一
fast
つ目
reader.
は叩いて音を出す楽器です。太鼓や木琴はこの仲間です。もう一つは糸を弾いたりこすったりして
It's in
音を
Japanese,
出す
but you can
楽器で
see
す。
he reads very fluently, and the scanning movement is very different. And we characterize the scanning movement of the finger using what is called the Hurst exponent, which quantifies the relation between fluctuations at different timescales. And the scanning movement of fast readers exhibited a stronger relation between the amount of fluctuations across different scales. And we suspected that this results reflect the tuning of scanning movement into the sort of different resolutions of environmental structure, such as the structure at the larger scale of sentence and zooming into the smaller details when necessary, and so on. So these are the examples of tuning of expiratory movement. And now I would like to move on to show a bit different kind of tuning of sensitivity to the environment, which is a case of spider. This spider is known to construct two types of webs shown in the picture. The webs with a linear pattern on the left are found in the season when the prey is abundant. And while spiral webs are often found in the season when only small preys are available. And if you place the same spider on these two types of webs, the spider responds faster to small preys on the spiral web compared to the linear web. And it was found that the spider is actually tuning the tension of the web to match its sensitivity to the scale of mechanical disturbances caused by small insects in the season when only small preys are available. And interesting thing is that the spider is tuning the sensitivity of the media of information external to its body. And with which I would like to move on to the issue of the role of medium in active exploration. So the term medium means different things in different disciplines. In physics, the term refers to a substance that makes possible the propagation of energy. But in biology, the term medium refers to a substance that surrounds an organism. For example, air is a medium for terrestrial animals, and extracellular matrix is a medium for cells and so on. And what I would like to emphasize is that fact that in the real world, these two aspects of medium coincide in the same material systems. For example, water is a medium for aquatic animals, and when events in the environment perturbs the water medium, the perturbed state of the medium has informative structure that specifies present or past events that occurred in the environment. And animals can actively explore the medium to selectively focus their attention to the patterns specific to the important events in the environment among the myriad of potential informative structure available in the medium. And interestingly, some researchers have suggested that the body could be regarded also as a medium that provides potential opportunity for exploration. For example, extracellular matrix surrounding the cell transmits electricity and mechanical stresses and so on. And the network of connective tissues that wraps our body is where rich tensile patterns could emerge. And again, the opportunity is available for agents to actively perturb the states of the medium to tune into informative structure. So to summarize, I highlighted the reciprocal fit between the environment and acting perceiving agents, drawing on several examples. And I addressed three issues that further research may be needed to understand. That is flexibility of action-environment coupling and exploration that tunes into particular scales of rich environmental structure and reservoir of information in the medium that provides opportunity for exploratory activity of agents. So that's it. Thank you very much.